Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we're back over on the test server to take a look at the Abyssal Expedition. We've sort of got onto the next boss, and I wanted to talk about the linking and how it may affect how your group goes about building units and stuff like that. So let's get into it. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, our group has made it all the way to the Baden up here. The other group hasn't quite got to their boss yet, so they're still pathing down. And this is on the test server, not as much communication, so it's not going to be as fluent. As you can see, there's only, I think from here I can see 1, 2, 3... I can only see 3 people settled from our whole group, so it's not a very cooperative group. And hopefully I can get on someone else's account. I'm looking at you, Shazam, to check out the final boss, because I honestly think on the global server will overtake my test server. But the thing I wanted to look at is this purple line. So this was something that was in the notes, but we didn't know exactly how it was going to work. But I just wanted to look at this. So if we go here, you can see the link, and you can see like the Thane and his health bar. And if we hit the info here, when soul bonding is in effect, slaying a boss will cause the other bonded boss to lose 50% of their max health. However, the bonded boss shall not die as a result from this. They shall retain at least 1 health point. Damage that is dealt as a result of soul bonding will be displayed on the militia damage leaderboard, but shall not be displayed on the individual player damage leaderboard, obviously, because no one really did that damage. Now, the thing about this is it means essentially that on one of these 2 bosses, probably whichever one you get to second, I feel like everyone's going to have an easier time on this right-hand path. So I feel like, and I'm assuming the next boss is going to be the same. You can't actually see it until you get to the boss and click on them. But I'm assuming the next 2 bosses are going to be the same, being the Odin and Namora. And I just feel like this right-hand side has the advantage coming up against the Baden and also the Odin, just because you're using celerity, just general stronger units. So basically what you want to look at is not going past 50% health on the second boss that you're going to kill. You want them to sit around 50%. Then when you kill the first boss, it's going to kill or bring the other one down to 1 HP, the linked one, and then you can finish it off. So don't be going and wasting stamina hitting both of these bosses evenly. Don't bring them both down to 30%. Get one killed, the other one leave at 50% or a little bit above, and then finish it off once the other boss is killed. It's going to save your group a lot of stamina, as opposed if you get them both down to 5% at the same time, because obviously you're going to drain a lot of stamina doing that. Now, the other thing that it does open up is that I want to talk about. That's pretty much all I wanted to show you over here on the test server. Like I said, it's pretty basic. You go into the battles, it's linked. And oh yeah, here's the thing. I hadn't seen this before. But yeah, settle next to the boss gives you that 5% increase. Shout out to White Sushi. I hadn't actually seen that before. But I want to jump across quickly over to my global server. So this is the global server. You can see we're at the Sicilia. So there's no linking that goes on with the Sicilia, and you can't actually see it over here until you can actually unlock the region to see the boss. So if we go here, we can't click on it. We can't see anything that's going on there. So basically what I've done here, so I'm on the left hand side, which in the general gist of things, you'd say that means you want to be going for the mage tree. If we look at my heroes here, I've gone full celerity. I did start off using like God Comp and stuff like that to clear early stages, got them down to minimal stamina, and then swap them over for my celerity heroes. Now, this is still a test phase, remembering that this is still the test version of this Abyssal, so feel free to experiment with things. There's no leaderboards. You know, we're going to experiment and try and find the best way. But I feel like due to the fact of that linking damage, I feel like it doesn't mean that everyone on the left-hand side has to go for specifically the mage tree. However, remembering the fact that when we get to the final boss, you are going to hit like a little bit of a brick wall with damage and stuff like that. And that's where I think some people are going to experiment with rolling tank and getting Damon in to do the damage. So just some things to think about there. But for me, basically, if we go back over here, once again, this is on my global server. If we look at and filter by mage, this is why I didn't do mage tree. As you can see, I've got Mahira and nothing else really. Like that is it. So for me, going mage tree, even though the relics are super powerful, It didn't seem right. So I'm experimenting on this with going celerity anyway, and I'll just sort of sit out on the first 2 bosses and then try and do my best against the final boss. You know, I'll see what damage I can deal against these 2. Obviously the Thane I feel like I'm still going to do fine damage against. The Nomura I'm going to struggle a bit more, so we'll see how that pans out, and then we can just even it out at the final bosses. But that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. That's what I'm sort of looking at doing at the moment. I'm just going with whatever I'm building. But keep in mind, some people, you can still try and end up building the warrior tree. Like I said, the tank would be an interesting one. My Stitchy isn't overly upgraded, but he is ascended. So it could be something that I eventually pivot to on my team. Unless I do, by the end of the event, get 3 furniture on this bad boy. If I get him to 3 furniture, I'll probably just build the warrior tree as well. But if not, I feel like the Damon sent like focused tank spec may be a thing. But once again, it's really just all speculation at this stage. Like I said, I'm gonna try and hit up Shazam. If you're watching, dude, I'm going to be hitting you up soon. See where he's at on his test server account, because like I said, if we jump back over to my test server here, we're struggling because my global server is going to hit that hit the Cecilia pretty soon, and then we're going to get path to this boss pretty quick, and then it's just sort of it's sort of game over from then, because we'll just overtake. Because like I said, we've only got a few people actually contributing, and on the other side, we're still going fairly slow over here. Anyway, let me know what strategies you guys are looking at using, whether you go on Mage Tree, Celerity, more so the people on the left. I feel like the people on the right, they're just, you're going straight Celerity because it's just strong. But yeah, Mage Tree, I'm keen to see what everyone's thoughts are. Is anyone going tank? And what other tanks? Actually, let's have a quick look, because all I think about is Damon when I think tank. So let's have a quick look. What else can you get out of it? I mean, you do get that Grizzle bit of usefulness, but besides Damon, I feel like it's a lot of investment into one tree to see if Damon will work. However, against the final boss, due to the fact that he is doing so much, he's doing damage and stealing health from them, he might have enough splash damage on them to make it worth it. It's just a lot of investment. And then you could actually use things like Lucius to help sustain against those final bosses as well. I don't know. I mean, and with that, you do have Anarchy as an option to be able to get the extra effects. I don't know. I just feel like if you're going tank, you'd have to go support as well. So do you go tank support, or do you do the Celerity or the Mage in between? Anyway, it's all speculation at this stage. I just wanted to let you guys know about the link, show you what I was doing, let you guys make your decisions. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.